When the saving called me, I said, wow, home, work, church, and everything. Then the Lord started reminding me about what He has done for me. Sometimes you need to be challenged before you remember what the Lord has done for you. I joined Full Gospel in 2014. I was pinned on 27th of October 2014. And on Monday, I woke up and I was sick. I couldn't breathe. My chest was tight. What was happening? I went to the hospital. The doctors could not identify what was disturbing me. Then Isligon had a prayer line. I didn't even really understand what was going on, so I started joining. One night I joined and there was a woman at the other side of the line. The woman said, "You should pray against the spirit of death." And the devil was talking to me about it. So we prayed. And the next day I started seeing improvement in my life. I got healed totally. Within 6 months, even less than 6 months, I had a call from staying again to his house, and he told me that they are going to open a new chapter, so I should be the president. And how am I going to be a president? I went home, I told my wife I didn't want to accept the responsibility. And my wife said, "You've been complaining that you are not doing anything at church and you've taken all your responsibilities and all that. So if they have given you that responsibility, go for it." So I changed my mind. I came to the national office. I got all the books, all the Full Gospel books. I started reading, and the books impacted my life. One thing I will say is that the application of the Word of God I learned from Full Gospel. I went to one breakfast meeting. I was on my way home, and my wife called me. She was crying. She was sick. I said, "My dear, put your hand on your chest and let me pray with you." I prayed. By the time I got home, she was in the kitchen preparing my Saturday. Wow! Hey, this thing, it works. Then I started applying it to my businesses, because Jesus said, even choosing cows, you will pray, and God will direct you to choose the right house. And that is what I've been doing. I'm into software development and databases. One of the difficult areas. Why are you going to sell software to Uganda? You don't really even understand. But the Lord has been very, very good to me. How I get businesses, I can't explain. But I'm always working, getting businesses from banks and other places. But let me share this with you. One of my biggest clients has a group. They take decisions. They take decisions at a group level. And the group decided to replace my software with another one. So somebody hinted me. And then my guys went to site and he came back and they also told me. Then I said, "All of you come. I want to tell you a story in the Bible." And then I told them a story about my son. That is Jehoshaphat. Because his father was called Asan. You know that? I told them the story about how 3 nations came together to fight Jehoshaphat. And the Lord led Jehoshaphat to defeat all of them. So I told them that the same thing will happen. I didn't know that they had stopped using my software for about a month. I went there and one of the big men said, "Hey, Aaron, you nearly caused confusion in this company." I said, "What happened?" Then they told me. Then one guy was on the team and he said, "When people are using Christ to get business, you are using your own mind." They started using the software the group brought. And within a month, they couldn't pay their vendors, confusion, people were threatening to go to court. So they had to push the software from the very top and then come back to Vista Solutions. My God. The Bible says that God has given us all things pertaining to life and godliness through the knowledge of Him who called us. Brethren, I want to tell you, I have learned, even before I send my proposal, I lay my hands on it and pray before I send my proposals out. Whilst I'm preparing my proposal, I speak tongues for the Lord to guide me and to direct me. And as a matter of fact, I learned this all in full gospel. Because I was a Christian before I joined full gospel. I was a Sunday school teacher, youth leader, doing everything, but I didn't know that when I prayed, I was just firing empty bullets until I joined full gospel. So brethren, I want to encourage you. You are in a good place. You are in a good place. Read our books. Apply it to yourself. Apply it to your business. And your life will never be the same. Thank you.